All right. What am I going to put a shirt on? I'm supposed to talk about my new album. Who said that? Why am I supposed to do that? Don't worry. Hi, Bella. Mrs. Dreamer. Guys. Sometimes I want to just let them work it out because that's how they do it. But hold on. Chill with Drika for 1 second here. Ugh, gotta put a shirt on. What is it, that daunting? Oh my God. Is it that horrific of a thing to put a shirt on? Where's my Mexico shirt? I'm gonna put my Mexico shirt on. Okay. Welcome to the commercial for my new album. Yes, Bella. Welcome to the commercial for my new album. Right now, wait, that's not even interesting. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say which video I'm exporting right now. What can I tell you about it? It's got 10 songs. My boy David Paletto Crixel from Brazil did the cover artwork. He's one of my favorites. The leaves are falling. This is a good time to release an album. Actually, it doesn't matter anymore. It used to be a good time to release an album because it was like fall, back to school, college radio. It's for people who actually have a pretty big audience, or even a substantial one, which I don't really have. And I'm not saying that to just shit on myself either. I'm also not saying I don't like the fans I do have. I love them. I love you. That said, kind of just a fact. I mean, newspapers, the Detroit, don't even get me started on this. You see this sneer? Don't even get me started. The Detroit Free Press won't cover me, won't even respond. Metro Times won't cover me, won't respond. Real Detroit won't cover me, won't respond. Our magazine won't cover me, won't respond. Macomb Daily won't cover me, won't respond. There it is. I don't need to say anything more. I'm so not newsworthy, apparently, that they won't even cover the release. That's okay, I'm used to it. Still pissed. And next, and cut. So, let's talk about the album a little bit. First of all, where can you listen to it? You already know that. You can listen to it on Spotify. You can listen to it on Apple Music. You can listen to it on YouTube. You can listen to it right here on this channel. You can listen to it on my Peter Litvin Music channel. Speaking of, let's talk about the music videos. Probably you've seen the video for Don't Break It by now, right? I'm walking around in a suit. I'm walking down the street. I'm playing guitar. It's got a pretty rad solo at the end. It's got purple flowers that don't exist in real life. So there's that video. That was shot right here, actually. 28 Mile, Michigan. And then there was a second video. People divided takes on this. People didn't like that one as much. It was kind of witchy, kind of gloomy, kind of spooky. I don't know why. Speaking of spooky, check it out. This is my temple to the dead here that I've been working on. Putting animal carcasses in there to decompose. So yeah, that was the second music video, was Come Say Hi. So find me here and come say hi. And some people weren't jiving with it. That's okay. I hope others did. It had another good guitar solo at the end. There's a lot of guitar solos on this record. Exit Reality. Exit Reality is the name of it. It was called that for a while, then I changed it to Probably, as in probably the last one, but then I changed it back. And the reason I changed it back was because I was at the Strand bookstore. I want to say, firstly, I had looked up Exit Reality. You know, I was taking a lot of hallucinogens at the time. And I was at the, I looked up, I was like, you know, I always try to look up, does somebody have a thing named this already? And nobody had any, there's nothing named Exit Reality. And then I didn't like the name anymore, and I changed it to Probably. But then I was at the Strand bookstore in New York City, and there sitting on the table was Exit Reality, which is a book about like weird core art and liminal space. Actually a very interesting book, a little bit hyper analytical, which is kind of what you get with intellectual-esque art books. Ooh, Mr. Blue Jay. Okay, I'll go the other way. So I changed it back to Exit Reality. I took that as a sign. The third music video, which you have, actually by now you might have seen it. It's the newest one. It's the last one that features me as a human being in it that's dropping. That one's called Okay Alright. And I'll just be real, it's the best music video. It's probably the best single. It's the best music video. I got this dude, Kai Arts, who did some fucking amazing animations on it. And we had a lot of fun shooting, and it's very funny that it ended up being the best one, because when I first cut it together, when I first was just like making, you know, my first assembly of footage, I was like, fuck man, this sucks. Like, it's overexposed, which is not the guy shooting guy's fault, camera guy's fault. It's just, we just shot at the worst time of the day. It's overexposed. I didn't like the color, the vibe was off. And so I ended up having a thing at the end of the video that was like RIP to the video that this was supposed to be, because I was so bummed out about it. But then I was like, what about putting some cool animations over top of it? And I took them, the idea comes directly from a really interesting music video, a really dark one actually. This is by Yo Gotti and Destructo. And it's kind of interesting. If you try, the name of the song is Loaded, I'm Loaded. Roll up on me, unload. It's one of my favorite songs of all time, even though I'm not big into like celebrating being rich, which is definitely what that song is. We could take pills all night. I could have an orgy with all my broads. We could have, that's what he says, all right? I bet he can, I bet he can. But I love the song, I love the beat, and I love the music video. So you won't, if you want to search it, you're gonna have to search Yo Gotti, as in Yo Gotti, Destructo Loaded World Star Hip Hop, because for some reason it was in conjunction with World Star Hip Hop. Anyhow, go watch the video if you want. It's pretty dark. When I say dark, it's just a party where a lot of people are definitely like on a lot of drugs, and it's got that kind of like almost Eyes Wide Shut type of vibe, without any conspiracy. It's just, you know, people with a lot of money doing a lot of drugs, and having those kind of people around who want to use drugs, and party people, LA party people. I'm assuming that's an LA situation, maybe not. It looks like LA, feels like LA. Great music video. Anyhow, it's got these animations over top that I loved, and I was like, I want something like that. And so my buddy Igor got me one of his animators, and this guy Kai Arts did an awesome job. So that's the video, okay, all right. It ended up being so good. And I want to say too, in case you don't know this, you're like, wow, they really went to town on building those sets. I didn't fucking build any sets on that. That was a place called the Underwater Clown Rodeo in Detroit, in Mexican town actually. That was just, thank you, hashtag thank you Zoe Strebel for putting us onto that. Thank you to the Underwater Clown Rodeo for letting us film there, because some of the best looking stuff in the video, and so appropriate and so clown worthy. All the juggling's real, obviously. Anyhow, that's enough about that music video. Let me talk about the music for a second. I'm kind of not that into talking about the music, but since this is a video where I'm trying to get you to care about the record, let me do it. So first of all, you might already know this, a lot of the songs, like probably 60% of them, I wrote. I'm gonna fart now, what do I do? I guess I just fart on the video while I'm talking, and you can't even hear it, or maybe you can. Okay, it's over. It was kind of like easing its way out. So, I wrote a lot of this material like over a year ago, and then there's more too. There's an entire B-sides collection coming out with songs that I just couldn't get it together on. They just weren't working. But they're worthy of a B-side release nonetheless. And so I had them, and then I was like, I couldn't get my head together to put out a full-length album. So I started releasing singles. So I put out Going Blind. Yes, you're hearing correctly. Going Blind and Robot Zones are both technically part of this album. And at the same time, they're not, because, you know, it's a different mixer. I mixed Going Blind. Mixer Man mixed Robot Zones. And those, in a certain sense, I will say, okay, look, Going Blind would have been a shoe-in. That could definitely have fit on this record perfectly. I don't think Robot Zones had the right vibe. But anyhow, I released those as singles, and then I had this whole album of material just sitting, and I was like, I'm not going to release it. It's not good enough. Or I don't know what I felt about it, because a lot of shit happened. I went through a breakup. My cat David died. You know all this already. And then a little while ago, I listened to them on a whim. I was like, what's the story with those fucking songs? And I listened to them, and I was like, whoa, not only are they very good, they're nearly done, which was both true and not true, like all things. And so I wrote some new stuff along the way. I put it together. At the time of me talking right now, the album comes out tomorrow. For you, it's already out. And man, it's been a crazy road. It's been a crazy road. It's been a lot of work. Yeah, I don't know if you realize how much work. My dad likes to say, nobody knows, nobody realizes how hard I work. Do they need to? Do you need them to realize it? I mean, do I need you to realize how much work went into the album? Not really. If you just listen to it, if you even consider like, you know what, let me just put it on for a second, see if I like it. If you did that, that's all I really want. No joke. Is it great if you like it? Yeah, that's pretty special. If you like it, if it means something to you, if you want to hear the songs more than once, I'm in fucking heaven. No joke there. So, should have walked you over to where the buckthorn is that I cut down. Maybe I will. All right, so there's all the stuff. Had this guy mix the album. I've never hired him before. His name's Matt Bishop. Really good process. I bailed halfway through, and then I stayed the course though, and I appreciate him sticking through that with me. That was tough. That was a tough time. Creatively. I had Joe Lambert master it. He's mastered a lot of my records, most of them pretty much. A couple exceptions here and there. So what about the material? Track 1, Okay Alright. Just totally fun. You can kind of hear it's got themes of like dealing with somebody trying to break your heart. But it's really just about fun. It's just like, it doesn't matter anyway. It doesn't matter anyway. That's what it's not, you know. If you've heard the song, you kind of know that. It doesn't matter anyway. That's what it keeps saying. I told you all I gotta say. That's in there big time in the song. And it's kind of like a fun hip. This is why I don't like talking about music, because I don't have to describe the music to you. Go listen to it. Track 1, Okay Alright. Track 2, Don't Break It. I can just tell you, I stayed up basically an entire night in southern Utah working on that song from start to finish and got pretty much the majority of it written. That's kind of a unique standalone. Oh, there's the buckthorn behind me. I suppose you can see all the buckthorn that I've been cutting. Looks fucking crazy right now, I'll be honest with you. This is gonna be a lot of work. This stuff's fine. This I can just carry because it's got no berries on it. This shit with berries, you basically gotta trim the branches off first. Then you gotta cut the berries off. Like cut not the berries one by one, but like you gotta cut this whole thing off here and put that in the bag, and as you can see, there's a lot. So it's gonna be a big undertaking. And I really felt quite bad about cutting down the big boy today. Like, this is him, he's a serious, people accuse me of having ADHD. This was pretty crazy, man. Like, this was a big ass, this is a very mature buckthorn tree. This is getting hit with crossbow tomorrow. All these are. But God, look at the size of them. And you know what, look, I don't feel good about cutting down a tree, period, but it has to be done. These buckthorn, it has to be done, okay? So, these fucking buckthorn berries everywhere in here. So back to the music. I don't know, is there anything else to say about Don't Break It? I'll tell you, yeah, let me just do this. I want to tell you interesting things about it. I'm not usually too happy with electric bass sounds, like, you know, bass guitar. I'm very happy with the electric bass sound on that. Like, it's deep, it's pulling, it's pushing, it's carrying you. That was a bit of an accomplishment sonically for me, I feel like. Like the guitar solo at the end. Track 3, Not Over You. You know what? Originally, that was supposed to be track 1. And I'll tell you something interesting about it. I did a mix shootout. I hired 3 different mixers. Is that right? Yeah. To take a crack at mixing that, to see who had the best approach. And whoever did, I was going to hire him to do the whole album. And that is what ended up happening. Not Over You. Oh, so there's a music video in the works for that. That's definitely not done at the time of you listening to this. Unless you watch this after 2 weeks after the record came out. And that music video is going to be really interesting. Look at these leaves just coming down, man. Is that just fucking beautiful? We just share a moment together. Wow. Those trees have a lot to say. Oh, they're not talking. Yes, they are. Look at these fucking leaves just coming down, man. Wow. I'm sorry you have to hear me talk at all. This sounds so much better. Wonder if you can hear the artificial bird sounds in the distance. Yes, you heard correct. The artificial bird sounds. Don't get me started on that. I'm gonna get sour. So okay, Not Over You. Good synth pop song, but I don't want to do this. I told you the interesting thing. That was gonna be track 1, but then I was like, I feel like Okay Alright is a little bit or a lot bit more universally likable and just like, ooh, I like this. It sounds cool. It makes me want to move. Not Over You is kind of like, doesn't have that. It's like a synth. I like it. It's, I think, one of the better ones on there. So anyhow, there's that one. What's track 4? Way Out, Way Down. Here's an interesting fact for you. That was an instrumental originally I had made for Igor for a project called Arcadeify. And I knew it was special and good, but I was just like, well, I'm not making new songs, you know? And I sent it to him, and he was like, damn. Like, everybody I played that one for was like, this is a special song. But he was like, are you sure you don't want to fucking keep it, like, for yourself? Like, this is a pretty unique song. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't want to. And then I listened to it, and I was like, oh, you know what? Yeah, I could write some good shit to this. So Way Out, Way Down is like, got a solid hit. Oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to talk about it. Solid hip hop beat. That song is pure mood. And I'm not talking about Pure Moods, the television commercial from the 90s. I'm talking about pure vibe. I press play on that song, both that and Lovely Dream, which comes next. I listen to those songs and they really do fucking transport me. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just like, whoa, how'd that happen? Like, those songs take me away. They fucking transport me somewhere. It's unbelievable. I can't fucking believe it. And I don't feel that way about all of my music. Like, I don't feel that way about a lot of stuff, but Lovely Dream and Way Out, Way Down really do transport. Way Out, Way Down, I'll talk about what it's about a little bit. I haven't done much of that. First of all, the chorus, it's about me wanting to kill myself, wanting to fucking jump out the window in New York City. That's, they won't believe the lyric. They won't believe, I'm gonna travel at, oh wait, I'm gonna fly at the speed of sound. They won't believe what sort of mess they found. Yeah, that was me talking about jumping out the window, okay? Because I was having a bad time in New York City. When I had my studio there, remember that? So that's Way Out, Way Down. Nice synth solo, guitar solo, I'm very proud. Just so moody again. Lovely Dream, Lords of Media, I don't know if you're watching this, but Lords of Media always was like, oh, that song. My sister was like, that song. It must have some fucking, oh, look at these leaves again. It must have some pull, because people who hear Lovely Dream, they're like, I like the one where you're like, I was watching you from a satellite in the back of the ambulance. I'm sorry. I was like, all right, good. I'm so glad you like it. So that's Lovely Dreams. Got to bang it. Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to just talk about the sections. So that's Lovely Dream. What comes next? Well, at that point, you've stepped into the sort of, this is how the album order was designed by me in the end, was to open up with fun, you're going fun, then we get moody, and then we get dark. So after Lovely Dream ends, that's, you've just come off the cliff of the darkness, and now you go into Lie to You, which is a pretty dark song. I don't know if it's really that good. You know, I had a couple buddies in New York who were like, this is the best one, and I'm like, all right, I mean, I'm glad somebody thinks so. Lie to You, it's dark, it's moody, vibes, got another great guitar solo at the end. It's got some cool vocal effects I kind of put together. And you're in the dark zone at that point. So then we have Come Say Hi next, which is another, again, pretty dark. I played that for some people. I had a friend who was like, why'd you like dress up as a fucking like warlock in the video? And I'm like, because when I fucking hear that song, that's what I heard, you know, that's what I see in my head. And they're like, huh, interesting. I had a very different vision. And I was like, what is it? And they were like, I don't know, let me get back to you. You never got back to me. That's okay. So then Come Say Hi happens. Let me just say, I'm very proud of that song in general. I'm very especially proud of the electronic drop. The oh, these motherfuckers put up signs. These fucking signs are coming down. I was gonna do it this morning. I can't believe, I live like a fucking hillbilly out here, and I wake up and there's advertisements in the street. No, but I gotta wait until cover of the night. I don't necessarily want to be seen doing that in broad daylight. Anyhow, that's Come Say Hi, and next you have a song which is in a certain way probably one of my favorites on the record, which is, you might be saying like, why is it track fucking 8 then? It's track 8 because I don't know how accessible that song is, and it takes a little second to get going. It's a pretty sad song,
It has some of my favorite lyrics on the whole album. It's called Am I Speaking Clearly? Am I speaking clearly? Ooh, it's got that catchy synth hook. I'm doing it. I'm doing the thing I said I didn't want to do. It's got a cool guitar, which is interesting, was played on a very tiny like travel guitar I have. But it's got this, yeah, it's pretty, it's pretty moody verses, but you can clearly hear it's about a breakup. Although I gotta say, the full turnaround, the full like transformation takes place by the end of the bridge, because the end of the bridge is like, it's just hitting all the marks in terms of like, I'm kind of back to where I was on track 1, meaning like I'm kind of over it now. Like I just feel good, and like all that shit that never should have happened, fuck out of here with that. Yeah, whatever. I look back, I forgive it, I understand it, I think, but at the same time, get the fuck out of here. That's kind of the bridge there. Track 9, Some Days. You know, that was one I was working on. I thought I was going to release as a single, because there's a couple people I played it for who were like, again, why are these leaves just falling? They were like, this is some of your best work, some of your most clever, especially the end of that bridge. I never want to see you again, don't want to see you again. Could I just see you again? Could I just see you again? Yeah. Anyhow, so that's Some Days. It's a fucking sad song. It's straight just like, you, sir, have just dealt with the true narcissist. And this is, actually, I was going to name it Narcissist Recovery Song or something. Pretty good song. Math Bishop, the guy who mixed it, really made it shine. I was having a hell of a time getting it to sound right when I was just mixing it. Oh my God, that's probably why I stopped working on it, in all honesty. And then the final track, which is, there's really only 2 new songs on there, right? In terms of like, they weren't, okay, so 80% of his old songs. 20%. Now, mind you, I still was working on them recently. Like, they were unfinished. I had to finish them. But in terms of like, I wrote from scratch, it's 2 of them. It's way, I'm taking it way out, way down. And the final track, which is It Never Does, which is like a rock, sort of a rock ballad, really, at the end of the day. And it's, you'll if you hear it and you know my catalog, you might notice it's got a similar vibe to probably one of the better songs I've ever written from Dreamland Magic Spells, the second to last song, which is called Like a Race. Are you treating it like a race? In fact, funny I'm saying that because I'm thinking of making either a record release or a playlist that's like Peter Litvin twang music, which, because I have some stuff that's like real twangy, you know, it's real country, not country inspired, it's twang inspired. Okay, and so I'm thinking of doing that, and I'm like, damn, I should have one that's like pure rock too, because there's a couple songs I'm like, wow, these are kind of pure rock songs in a lot of ways. I could have ones that are pure electropop and so on. It's just an idea, but you got to do stuff like that to try and recycle your shit to get people to care. Anyhow, the final track, man, I use that Atlantis microphone a lot on that. That's kind of the sound of those acoustic guitars, is the Atlantis microphone, which had a kind of love-hate relationship. But you know, it sounds great on there. And that was almost, I think, all of it. Yeah, that was probably all recorded in New York City at the studio there. And that's it. Now you know about all 10 tracks of the record. I don't think there's anything else to tell you about it. I really hope that people listen to it. Look, I think in a lot of ways it's my best record since 2016. And I say that, I just said this on a podcast, I realize, but I'm very proud of Instruments of Pain. I'm proud of Teleportation, but it's just a B-sides collection. It wasn't like a directed effort. I'm very proud of Instruments of Pain. I love it. I think that's some of my best. Very proud. Violence, again, kind of just a collection of songs, not a directed album effort. What's the difference? Well, that's another video. And It's All Ending, look, I really like It's All Ending. I'm very proud of it. But some of it's really sad. So, I mean, Suicide Anthem is like pretty sad to listen to, but it's also beautiful. But yeah, I'm proud of that album. But this is like, I think, the first album since 2016's Dreamland Magic Spells, which everybody loves to say, that's your best one, you peaked in 2016. Well, I hope that's not true, because that'd be depressing. But so this one, I think, is just as much fun. It's not, it doesn't, you know, part of what people like about Dreamland Magic Spells is it had a very spooky Halloween vibey kind of thing. This has some of that, but it's more just supposed to be a big ball of fun. And not like fun pop music, although some of it truly is, but just fun, listenable, you feel good, you want to hear it, you want to play it again type of shit. And again, that was never really intended. That's just kind of what happened. So there you go. I don't think I can tell you anything else about it. If you listen to this, God bless you. I really hope you like the record. If you don't, that's totally fine too. Fuck you. No, just kidding. If you listen to the record and you don't like it, that is truly perfectly fine. If you listen to it and you like it, I am pleading with you now more than ever before. Please, please, please share it with somebody who you think might like it. If you know somebody who's like ready for that record, who loves music and wants some new music and you think would like that, please, please, please share it with them. Why now more than ever before? Because I think it's, first of all, oh, Tiki. First of all, I should have taken him out for the walk, honestly. Because yeah, there's a lot going on right now. There's a lot going on with this record. Yeah, I don't mean politically, okay? I don't mean in the world. There's a lot going on with this record. There's a lot of promotions happening. There's a little bit of buzz. There's some opportunities. My music might get played on WDET in Detroit for the first time ever, which I wish that wasn't true, but I mean, I wish it had been getting played for years. And there's some, I'll just say, I'm putting in some efforts and doing some things with this, and I'm going to do a tour this winter as well, I think, that I have never done before, and I'm doing that because I think the record is that good. I really do. I really think the record is like good enough to get some new audience members checking it out and seeing what's happening, and maybe going and checking out the back catalog, but if not, that's fine. I'm kind of treating it like it's my first record, like this is the first one I ever did. So that's why, because A, I think the music's that good. Sorry, I'm not supposed to say that. Maybe, what, can't I say that? Why can't I say it? Whose rules am I following? And B, because I just want you to be part of the buzz, and I want people you know to be part of the buzz if they're interested in it, if you're interested. Aren't you interested in it? Now let's just chill out with Tiki for a minute. You know, I was gonna take him out later, but I guess just taking him out now, and that's okay. Let's see if we could get like a proper like Tiki cam going. Do that. Just do this, I suppose. It'll be just fine. I bet you can hear the artificial birds now, huh? Yeah, isn't that kind of therapeutic, the crunch of leaves? My balls are so fucking sweaty right now. Fucking hot day, I guess. There's Pingy. I gotta build them an extension for this very soon. I promised them that I would before I go to Peru. I'm going to Peru for a month. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I hope it is. We'll see. I have to fart again. What if I talk so that you don't hear the fart? What would be the big deal if you did hear the fart? What if you heard the fart and you hear it right now? Okay, it's over with. Yeah, I try to do this as often as possible when I'm chopping up wood and shit. Try to just reuse it. Like, alright, that looks cooler. Little guard barrier. Because I got some over there as well. Because, like, you know, first of all, how much firewood can you really need? Can you really use? Don't get me started on this little garden here. White snake root, spikenard, hairy woodmint, cinnamon fern, peanut butter fern. Damn. I mean, are the ferns just dying this time of year? Like, what the fuck is going on, man? That fern is not doing good. It's like, I just watered this earlier. Fuck, I think he's like dead. Look, I don't know what ferns do in winter, okay? I haven't had outdoor ferns yet. Hairy woodmint galore. I'm gonna shove my fucking nose in it right now just to smell it. No teak. Do not go in the garage. No. We are not going in the garage. We are not. Oh, I can't even look in there. There's so much to be done in the garage. It's overwhelming.
This is better, isn't it? This is better than I was like talking about the record, trying to get you to care about it. But you know where to hear it, right? You know, like you can go to Spotify, you can go to YouTube, you go to Apple Music, you go to my music, Peter Lippman music channel. You can hear it. In fact, it's going to be on this channel. It's just going to be everywhere. I want to make it as easy as possible for you to. No, that's right. I'm going to pick up this vegetables tonight. I'm going to take this off as well. Ooh, maybe you can meet my froggy buddy. Where is my froggo friend? Oh, oh man, sorry. Just fucking spooked him. Should have chilled out. I should. Why didn't I? I'm trying to quote that. Catch Me If You Can. Why didn't I concur? I should have concurred. Right? You know that one? Kind of a classic joke. Have to appreciate the fact that all this shit in that movie is basically not true, right? It kind of gets billed as like it's a true story of a true scam artist, but it's like, well, I guess not. That's better, man. People, we need more fucking. Oh, I'm seeing these fucking advertisements right now. It really pisses me off. That's okay. I mean, was that one of the cutest fucking things you have ever seen in your life? Yeah, I feel like I've got to water the fruit trees tonight. 16 fruit trees here now. Pretty wild. You know what always kind of fucks me up is when people drive by, they creep, they drive real slow. You know what creeping is. I didn't need to tell you what creeping is, did I? Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. They creep by and they like point at shit, and I'm just like, that really riles me up because I'm like, what do you want? What are you pointing at? What is this? Well, Teak, I gotta kind of go in now. I'll take you out again later, okay, Mr. Jogo? Come here, Drapey. Oh, Mr. Skibo's, he's got some heft on him. Ah, there we go. Is that a baby? I think that's a baby. Let me take a closer look. Is that a baby? Mwah. I think that is in fact a baby. All right, hey, the video was supposed to be over a while ago, right? This is kind of the last of the big like things I make to promote the album. Penji, not now. Shield bugs all over the door. No Pingo, not right now. I wasn't even gonna take Teak out right now. Take you out later. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for considering listening to the record. I love you. Mwah, 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 mwah.